Hi guys, this is a redirect to my reaction to Legend of Korra Season 1 episodes 1, 2 and 3. Some great episodes. I'm really liking Legend of Korra. I still very much love Avatar, and I probably would still prefer Avatar, but I am really enjoying Legend of Korra though. And Korra though, like, she's very different to Aang. I'm noticing that she's very much like the opposite to Aang. Aang was a lot more peaceful, he was a lot more relaxed, he was a lot more chilled, and in comparison Korra seems to be a lot more lively, a lot more feisty, and a lot more restless. And it actually reflects in her bending ability. She actually, in comparison to Aang at the very beginning of Avatar, you guys probably might be annoyed by me making these comparisons, but I just can't help it because I am noticing quite a lot of differences as well as some similarities. So the only similarity between Korra and Aang that I've noticed is that she is the next Avatar in line, meaning that Aang is dead. So I was really sad to know that both Aang and Sokka are dead. As well as most others that we knew from the original Avatar series. So I was really sad to learn that. But at least old Korra and I believe Toph as well are alive. They're very old, but they are alive. I don't know about Zuko. But wow. Okay, so Korra, she needs to learn airbending. That's the only element that she needs to learn because she already knows, she's already quite adept in water, fire and earth bending, but she has trouble trying to airbend. And one of the people that was watching her told her that she only knows that she only knows the physical side of bending as opposed to the spiritual side of bending, which is why she can't airbend, which is why she has trouble airbending. So she was getting trained by Tenzin, who is Aang and Katara's son. And damn, I thought he was Aang for a second, but he's not. He's Aang and Katara's son, and he looks very much like Aang. He is the only airbender as well as the grandkids being airbenders as well. So it was really nice seeing Aang and Katara's grandkids as well. The little one, the boy, he is so cute. So yeah, they're the only airbending family, it seems. I don't know if any of them waterbend. And does Aang and Katara have more kids as opposed to Tenzin? Because we only saw Tenzin, so I hope he has a sibling. I don't I don't think we saw any siblings. We saw his wife and their kids. Um, anyway, so yeah, Tenzin was teaching Korra how to airbend by being very relaxed, meditating, understanding the spirituality when it comes to bending, and Korra was having a lot of trouble with it. Um, so she seems, like I said before, she's a lot more restless, she's a lot more fiery in personality in comparison to Aang. So I like that there's a difference there. But then again, I was getting a little bit frustrated with Korra not listening to the instructions given, the orders that were given to her. But then again, like, it does make for a nice comparison. Anyway, so Korra was having a lot of trouble trying to like do the leaf in the wind activity, which was one of the airbending lessons. So she was supposed to like be able to spin around in these big spinny I don't know what it's called, but it's these boards, these ancient boards that would spin around using air. So she needed to actually dodge all of that and just like get through all of those obstacles without actually touching them. So she had a lot of trouble with that. She failed at every attempt. So then she disobeyed Tenzin's orders to just like stay put, stay in the house, to like be in a calmer environment, which will help her to airbend. So she disobeyed that, and she actually went to the arena where there's a pro bending competition going on, arena competition. where a bunch of benders fight each other. So she took part in that, and so she met Bolin and Marco, who I believe are going to be like the other main characters, and I really like the relationship that they all have with each other, and I'm starting to ship Korra and Marco. Like, they look so good together. At first I was like, damn, this guy is like a Sasuke, the Sasuke of Avatar, the Sasuke of Legend of Korra. Like, he has like this really cool, chilled personality. Like, he's very like cold. But we did see like he is starting to grow some interest, at least in Korra. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing more moments between them two. But anyway, so unfortunately, Bolin got kidnapped. So basically, when they actually before that, Korra was going to play the like the replacement player for their team, and she was doing really bad at first, but then Tenzin came to the arena to tell her off for going to the arena and not staying at home to practice airbending. So she was having a really big go at him, like, oh, you're a terrible teacher, I learned nothing, I can't even airbend, and probably I'm not even supposed to airbend. And to be honest, it was out of impulse that she was saying that. And he was getting angry at her as well. He was getting very impatient with her. So they're both at fault, really, for like being impatient with one another, for being angry at one another. Yeah. So after that, Korra in the last round of that match, she actually did do the leaf in the wind activity. So she did actually start spinning around and like start dodging all of those obstacles being thrown at her. And that's when Tenzin knew that she actually learnt that technique. And finally, she was able to actually demonstrate her dodging ability with the airbending spinner boards. I don't know what they're called. So yeah, she actually mastered that technique, but she hasn't mastered the actual air bending. She's only mastered the spiritual side, but that's good progress. That is very good progress, at least. So yeah, after that, unfortunately the players are in debt. They have to give 30,000 yuan, I believe. So Bolin and Marco, they had to like get part-time jobs to like try to make some money from that. And Bolin wanted to do some circus acts to raise money. Unfortunately, one of the Triple Triad people, one of them came to him and gave him a lot of money. They bribed him into like saying, if I give you this money, can you like become one of us? And so Bolin naively went inside that guy's car and he became a hostage. So Korra and Marco teamed up together to rescue Bolin. The first attempts were not successful. They were just basically chasing after their vehicles, and then they actually went inside the Revelations speech meeting, where like thousands of people were like watching Aman. Aman is the leader of the Revelation. They're like a revolutionary army going against the benders, because his goal is to get rid of all benders by removing their bending power. So it was really scary to see him actually removing a guy's bending ability, and the fact that it wasn't energy bending, it was through chi. I believe it was through chi because there was no light that was coming out of him. So that was really scary, and Korra was really concerned about that. She was just like, oh my god, what are we gonna do? Like, this guy can literally take your bending forever, and they themselves thought that was impossible to do. But it is apparently possible. If you master chi to such a high standard, this is just my guess. I believe that's what Tenzin was thinking, that you can actually take away someone's bending power forever. So that is really scary. So Korra needs to watch herself as the Avatar, and the others as well, because they're benders as well. So they did rescue Bolin. So that's good, and yeah. And now Korra and Tenzin are on good terms, but they do have a big rival here, and I am actually really interested in this rival because he did give a really good motive. The problem I had with the original Avatar series was that the villains were like very one-dimensional, and their motive was just to get power. So I'm just glad that we have a villain who is a little bit more morally grey, but we'll see how the series goes and how he develops as a villain. So yeah, that's my thoughts. I really love the animation. The animation was amazing. Like the futuristic cities, it's just all beautiful. I'm just really sad that we're not seeing everyone from the original cast. The original characters from the original Avatar series, because Korra is from an era that's like decades and decades later. She was born decades and decades later, so yeah, it's a bit sad. But I mean, like, I do like the new crew though, so yeah. What do you think of these episodes? Let me know and stay tuned for more.